Now, good morning.
Oh, hi.
You ready? Okay, this is gonna be really funny because I look like a crazy lady who just got out of bed. Check it out.
Hi.
Look,
Oh, you
hi.
look lovely. Hello.
Oh, 2:30 in the morning. I got these mad bags under my eyes, Krissy.
You look all right.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Is that your room?
No, I'm at my friend's house.
Oh, right. You said the internet
Yeah,
connection is better or something, right?
it is indeed. He's got fiber optics. So,
Yeah. What are your plans
yeah.
today? What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to clean up here a little bit because it's a bit of a mess. And then I'll go home and tidy my own house. Yay!
Yay! I actually,
How are you?
oh,
Hi,
whoops.
Spencer.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Hold on a moment. I started playing something incorrect. I was trying to get to the actual I can't believe I have the guts right now to show my face.
Hey,
Oh my god, what's
how are
happening
you?
here?
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
Krissy, I don't know how to work
Hold on a
anything.
moment.
Everything is freaking me out.
Oh, no. That's all right. I'm just spazzing just as much here. Trying to find the chat. God.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna run and get my glasses, okay?
Yep, you're all good.
Okay, 1 sec. Oh gosh.
Hi, everyone. There's a little bit of an echo. I hope that's not me. Is the echo me?
Mm. Oh my god, man. I got this crazy Yeti thing going on because I had to see I had to pull it down my hair because I shower the night before typically. So I throw my hair up in this bun and then it kind of dries while I sleep and then I wake up in the morning and have to let it down and it's like and it's half wet.
I can't sleep with wet hair. I've got to blow dry it. I
Yeah, I
destroy the
just can't
hair.
wake up in the morning and shower. That's the only thing that I can't do because I'm so cold in the morning.
Look what I've got. I chose his Hello
Oh
Kitty mug.
man,
He's
I
such a
have a
gay.
lame ass mug. That's way better. Oh, I used to have one and I don't know what happened to it. That's shit. I had it in a box of stuff when I left my last job and I don't know where the hell it went.
I'm going to try and figure out how I can see you in live time and the chat. I'm such a computer spaz.
You know what? Devin suggested you shouldn't pay attention to the chat. It's cancer. But
No,
they say funny things.
exactly. What if they're
Oh my
talking
god.
shit? We need to fucking stop that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's
Can you
so
hear
much
me all
fun.
right?
I can hear you
Because
just
I know
fine.
my.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Wow, there's actually 10 people hanging out. That's kind of interesting.
Oh,
You know what I
who
plan
are
on do
you?
after this? Did you come and see any part of my chat with Spencer? Which I
I
totally
did.
missed Devin talking shit about, by the way.
I know. Everybody in the chat was like, "Where's Amy?"
Oh man, I was
This guy.
asleep and even Chris Green Moose was like, Amy, Devin's watching your video, wake up. And I was like, oh shit. I looked at it after it had just ended and I was like, oh man. And now it's taken off YouTube because of some stupid shit.
Yeah.
So
Some
what happened
copyright strike
yesterday
me.
was like yesterday when I started it on my cell phone, and I don't always watch YouTube on my cell phone, and then I went back to it once it had been removed, but it was already open, so I was able to catch watching the first half again, having so much fun, like
Oh,
just
I
sitting
hate that.
there.
I
I
hate
like
when
how
it
you're
gets removed.
grilling, just grilling Spencer. I know over stupid shit. I didn't know there was any footage in there that wasn't supposed to be. Warner Brothers shit or
What
something.
do you mean?
Well, when I go
What?
back, when I went back to open it and try and watch it again, it said that there was some sort of the video has been removed because of like some sort of copyright something or other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've lost the chat again. My computer sucks.
I know.
It can't do like more than two things at one time.
I'm surprised anybody has. awoken to come here. I told Devin yesterday, I was like, hey, hey, hey.
Well, Moose is from England, isn't he? So
Yes, he is.
he should be awake.
So what's new? What's going on with you? Did you catch any of that chat with Spencer?
I did. He's quite adorable, actually, isn't he?
I think so too. But I didn't. I really was just having a fun time talking to him. I thought it was really funny how he was getting kind of like self-conscious in the middle and like oh, sorry about that. Oh, my hands. Yesterday, just and then
He was so baked.
I was. It was so much fun. I couldn't even help it. And he's quite fun to talk to, actually. He's easy to talk to. So that's one good thing that he has going for him. He's easy to talk to.
I don't understand how he hasn't met someone yet.
Well, I mean, if he's gonna, hopefully he's gonna talk to girls about women not being funny, because I don't think most girls would be okay with that. They'd freak out.
Yeah, it was a bit. But I think he said it in a nice way, if you get what I mean. It didn't. He
was just talking normally.
Funny.
Yeah,
I think he was just talking in generalizations, which, you know.
I didn't even get to ask Spencer so many questions. I was going to ask him, like, so what's your manscaping routine? Like, I didn't get to ask him any of those things. Do you manscape, Spencer? Like, same with Mike. Mike, do you manscape? I don't know. Does he even need to?
Well, if you're not doing anything, yeah. The winter, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, but like typically white guys aren't really hairy, are they? I mean, not in my experience have I ever seen that.
No, he's quite fair as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, my partner's quite hairy, but he's quite dark, so.
Your partner's quite hairy and dark?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's dark skinned? He's not white?
He is white, but if you were to first meet him, you'd probably question it a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, because his mum's got like really afro-y hair and it's all really dark. But yeah, so God knows, probably Romanian or something, really.
I wonder if we'll ever see this mystery man.
Nah, I keep him private.
Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest with you.
I probably lose half my followers.
You probably what? What?
Lose half my followers.
That's so funny. Guys would get angry and be like, man, Krissy has a boyfriend. Well,
exactly.
Whatever. Yeah, but they love you anyways. Us talking is boner inducing from what I've gathered from all the comments under the other video, which is kind of funny. I think it's fun to get together and stoke that sexual energy. Even if it is 2:45 in the morning.
I don't even know how you're functioning. Like, I'm finding it hard to talk now, and I've been awake for hours.
I'm surprised that I turned my camera on. I actually thought about it last night, and I was like, oh, God, am I going to turn my camera on in the morning? Because I look like a bloody wreck. But that's okay. I look how I look. Who cares? Good morning, everybody. Like, you get to see me, like, right when I wake up, and this is what the face situation is going on over here. So it's good. I don't even got my choker on. Krissy's way more prepared than I am.
Yeah, look, and I put like a little thing on it so it looks more like Matilda's in Leon.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I love chokers.
My partner went, oh, that looks well tacky. I was like, yeah, I know, shut up.
So let's talk to me about manscaping. Does he manscape? Do you think that's important?
It is important. But getting them to do it after you've been together for 10 years is a bit, you know.
Yeah, because
it can be awkward, can't it?
Oh, I guess I'm awful because I would just be like, can you take care of that, please? Thank you.
He does.
Yeah.
But it takes a little bit of prompting, indeed.
Probably not too much. Because there's reward at the end, right?
Indeed.
I watched this video that I don't know if you are aware of Extreme Cinemas posting videos of like all these movies mixed in with some music. Pardon me. It is 2:45 here, so I'm a little bit rusty in the morning. I usually wake up a few hours earlier than I need to typically, because it takes me about 2 hours to come into consciousness in the morning. So if I trip over myself, at least you guys can make fun of me later.
You're all good.
Oh my goodness.
No one's as awkward as me anyway, so that's okay.
I don't know. You're pretty natural, my dear friend. I was inspired to I want to watch some Disney movies that I haven't seen. Krissy, there's so many Disney movies I haven't seen. It's really sad. Have you seen Moana?
No, I haven't seen any of the new ones. I'm just as bad. I don't watch any television.
No, me neither.
I don't see how people have the time.
No, me neither. I just can't do it.
I get home from work, I go for a run, I cook tea, and then it's like fucking 10 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, you guys call dinner time tea time.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. I have to remember because I also talked to Chris Green Moose, and he'll say something, and I'm like, wait, what, tea time? Which he had to remind me. Oh, it also means dinner. Oh.
Yeah, in some places it means lunch, just to confuse me even fucking further.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, Krissy, I went to the store yesterday while I was on a walk, and I picked up this really good e-juice flavor called cookie dough ice cream, and it just makes me want to not stop smoking.
Yeah, I'm a bit like you. It's all about the movement. It's about things in your mouth, like a
It really is. I have such a horrible oral fixation thing.
I do too.
So bad. And it's really funny too. I got ice cream yesterday. I was talking to my friend George because he was feeling a little bit of anxiety. So I told him, I'm like, you know what we're going to do on Sunday? I'm going to call you and we're going to go out for a walk. He lives in Arkansas and I'm over here. And I'm like, we're going to find time on Sunday. I'm going to phone you and you and I are going to go for a walk, like a stroll. You'll feel better. And that's what he did. And I stopped on the way on my walk and I got an ice cream cone, which I haven't had in quite some time. And oh my God, it's just like the happiest feeling, like licking an ice cream cone. It's so dirty. And I said to him yesterday, I'm like, isn't the best way to enjoy an ice cream to pretend it's a dick? I mean, aren't phallic-shaped objects taste the best? Why? Corn dogs.
Well, I've got some deformed strawberries.
I saw you eating. I was like, oh, so sexy. I wish I had some.
I need some fucking sugar, man. I'm
oh my goodness, I have a pineapple in there. I can't eat right away though because I just woke up. My alarm went off and I was like, whoa, whoa. You should see some of the things that I woke up in the middle of the night, Krissy, and I wrote on my fucking notepad on my phone that I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk to Krissy about Disney movies. Oh, I'm gonna talk to Krissy about this. I need to ask her about this. I don't know.
Ask away.
I don't even know what I wrote. You know what's really funny? I was thinking about all the ways in which I've gathered we're similar so far and why we have fun talking because we're playful.
Yeah. Playful. I can't do serious too long. Makes me sad.
No, me neither. I find it kind of boring and I think it's fun being a girl who's comfortable sexually because you can fuck around and play and it's more fun to play with the guys too because they just don't know how to. They're like, wait, how do I deal with
them off, Amy? Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's so fun that when they get awkward and stuff and they're like, I don't know what to do. I have a really weird boner right now.
No, it must be awkward to have a boner.
I can't imagine. Just being in public, if you see someone, sometimes they just get a boner. It just happens. What about morning wood?
Huh? Morning wood?
Morning wood, too. Yeah, waking up with a boner. Oh, my gosh.
It must be well awkward. Needing a wee and having a boner at the same time.
Oh, I'm kind of glad that my parts aren't hanging outside. I feel like it's so scary and dangerous.
Absolutely. I'd stick it in everything though.
I would get my dick caught in a door all the time.
Amy thinks she's gonna have this massive schlong, like.
Oh, it'd be huge. You know it would. It'd be massive. Oh my goodness.
I'm sure most blokes think they're massive, aren't they?
So when blokes think they're massive?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess if guys would probably have a good idea of how big their dick is if they watch a lot of porn, right? Because you compare.
Oh, I think that can distort it, surely.
Yeah? Yeah, I guess.
Because porn dick is like fucking donkey dick. Like, you don't get a job in porn if you've got a shitty dick. Like.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna get into any kind of like production value, you're gonna, especially for girls too, they're gonna be hot.
Yeah, it really bothers me when it's a really fucking butt ugly man fucking a really hot girl. That fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, some people like that. That's like a fetish for some people.
Oh, but like big fat hairy men, and then you can see his gut as he's like penetrating.
Like Ron Jeremy.
And you're like, fucking ruined it, man.
That's so gross. Oh, I don't like that. I want to see hot guys in porn. I don't want to see gross guys. But there are people who like that, so there has to be.
But that should be kept in the fetish side of it, and it's in the normal side of it. Like I'd say, like 70% of porn has butt ugly men. Like,
yeah, the girls are definitely prettier, but isn't that generally the rule
in life?
I'd
say 80% of women are pretty in porn.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually, 80%. I was gonna talk to you about pussy privilege. How do you enjoy your pussy privilege? Because I don't think girls talk about this enough. We're always out crying about, oh, male privilege. I started yelling at Spencer about this, about how we're so lucky. Like, I don't know about you, but people open the door for me and I get offered coffee and stuff like just out of nowhere. It's
I didn't buy like alcohol or drugs like until I was like 25.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so easy. You just go out and, hey, you want this?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? But I'm going to disappear.
I don't know. My guy friends kind of like keeping hope. So they still buy me shit. And I think it's because they're like keeping in hope.
I always hate that feeling when I'm like, I know you think I'm pretty and you're just getting me stuff because you like want to get one up right now, but
fuck that.
Like,
yeah, give it.
Like, I don't know about you, but I know
you're
right
foolish
away.
Enough.
Yeah.
Right.
I know usually within the first few seconds of seeing or meeting someone, if I want to fuck them or not, if I have that desire or not. How's that work for you?
I haven't really thought about it for such a long time, Amy.
I know, right? I bet.
I meet people and it's, I don't even think about it.
Yeah, I guess so. For me, I'm in a weird spot right now because all my relationships have been long-term. So like the dating scene is really weird to me. And I have this issue where I'm just me right from the get-go. And I always worry that if I meet a guy, he's just gonna pretend to be somebody for a little while, and then as the time goes on, the mask falls off, and I'm like, oh, now I don't want to fuck you anymore because you're an asshole.
Yeah. I've got a lot of compassion because I think I can be a fucking asshole,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
me too. Definitely me too. Huge asshole, actually. I try to be nice, but man, sometimes I just don't like fighting. I can sit down and I can have a conversation with you, but if it gets to a point where you're fighting with someone, it just totally kills it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm the worst. I will literally just go silent.
Yeah?
And that bothers them even more, because I'm like, I just don't want to fight that much. Like, I'll just go silent.
Yeah, actually, that's what I've started to do. If anybody starts shit now, I don't have time for it. If you're coming at me, I mean, it all depends on the approach, right? If you want to talk to me and you're coming at me and you're like, hey, look, I have this problem. I'd like to talk to you. Okay, sure, cool. But if you're going to come at me and start calling me a fucking bitch and telling me that I'm horrible and blah, blah, blah right off the get-go because you have some feelings that you can't deal with right now, and I don't want to deal with that little boy shit.
Yeah, if they're getting mad over nothing, then nah, fuck off. But if there's something genuine, I'm not great at talking about serious stuff, though. I will avoid it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm actually okay with the serious stuff. The thing that I can't handle is just just you know, like for some people, just thinking about that serious stuff makes like it makes them cause more problems because of the way they're thinking about the situation. So it's already bad, right? And then they're like, that emotion just builds, and then they take it out on you, and it's just, I don't like that shit.
Yeah, no.
One of my exes was like that, where he just like, it was all your fault, and you did it. I definitely used to give into it more and fight back and be a child as well. And now I'm just like, no, I don't think so. I'd rather just be alone if you don't want to cooperate. It's fucking tiring, man. Life is tiring every day. Like, you have to
life
wake
is
up.
tough enough without the fucking added bullshit. I completely agree.
Like, I gotta go to work. I have shit to deal with at work. Like, I don't want to come home and fight with you and not be able to have a conversation with someone who I should be able to have a conversation with in a mellifluous fashion. So if you can't and you don't want to, then that's fine. Just go. I think cutting people out is something that I'm learning is important. Sometimes you just gotta cut people out because it doesn't work.
I had to cut everyone out pretty much at one point in my life because there was so many drugs and drama. Dude, like it just wasn't healthy to be around any of them anymore. Like, even though I wasn't doing any of the stuff, just being around it was enough to fucking bring you down and turn you into a cunt as well. They were all lying, scheming little twats in the end, and it was just like, why am I even bothering my time? I care about a lot of you, like quite deeply care about you. I've known you all my life, kind of care about you, but it's not healthy, man.
No, like, it's just not. It matters, hey? Like the people you have in your environment all the time really affect, they do have an effect on your life and your well-being, you know what I mean? So I think I'm giving less and less of a fuck about getting picky about who I talk to and who I spend time with, because you become like those people too, right? And that freaks me the fuck out. I am very easy to influence, I feel like, if I'm around people a lot, because I tend to like, if I'm for you, I'm for you, first of all. If you can't tell, like, if I really like you, I really like you, and I want to establish something there. But the more I get to know you, if you're just like, you know, not pleasant, or, you know, doing some shit that I don't really want to be around necessarily, then I tend to just leave now. I can't. I have to save myself. It's too easy for me.
Life's far too fucking short, and I mean it is short, like
too short. Yeah, you can't give a fuck. Like I'm even at a point where just like stupid little shit, I have to have fun now. Like I have to wake up in the morning and I have to have that mentality of like, you know what? It's gonna be a fun day today. I'm alive. It's cool. It's good times, and that's how I want to do it. And anybody who tries to fuck that up is gonna get destroyed. You're not talking to me.
Do you do any special things to keep you on track? Because I find it really easy just to get up in the morning sometimes and be like, nah, fuck it, I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna fucking dwell in my own shit and think about shit until I'm crazy. Like,
yeah, I force myself to like, I do yoga and stuff. That stuff actually keeps my head straight, yoga, because sometimes I wake up and I hate people. I hate them. I wake up and I'm like, oh God, I'm going to have to deal with people. And the thing is, like, I'm dealing with people who are generally unfavorable, right? Like with my job and stuff, because I'm dealing with bankruptcies. So some of the people who come in there are just, you understand why they're there. And it's because they keep fucking up, but they keep blaming everybody else for their shit. You know what I mean? Oh, I spent all this money that I don't have, and it's just, life's so hard right now. Well, I'm sure it would have been easier if you didn't max out your credit cards for $100,000 that you can't pay back. You know, this is kind of your doing, so maybe you should take care of your shit. That's what I deal with. So the first year of my job, everything bothered me. Like I hated people so much at that point, and
you've got to disconnect. Have to disconnect. It's a job.
Yeah. For real.
Even if you are a caring, empathetic person, you know, you've got a job to do, haven't you? Like, someone's paying you, someone's relying on you to do that. So yeah,
exactly. So I really had to just disconnect. you really do have to completely disconnect from some shit. Otherwise it just continues to emotionally wear you down. Because I am already at this point where I'm like, hey, I'm not great, but I'm really trying my hardest to just like not be an asshole and be a problem for anybody else. That when I see people who just don't give a shit, it used to bother me so much. But then you realize most of the world doesn't give a shit. So, I mean, I don't need to give a fuck about these people. I just need to worry about what's happening here.
Exactly.
It's hard though. It can be hard because like some people really like they feel something, and the minute they feel something, they're like, oh, that feeling. I must lend it credence at all times. You know, I had to learn to not do that, to not lend credence to every single feeling that I feel, because it's just, it happens all day.
I'm so irrational sometimes as well. Like if I was to actually pay credence to it, I'd look like a fucking fool. Like
me too. Me too.
But luckily, the older you get, the more you realise what's irrational and what's real. Like, you know.
Yeah, if you pay close enough attention, yes, absolutely. Indeed. It does require, I mean, it definitely requires some form of like conscientiousness to be able to recognize like, oh, hey, this is out of proportion to reality. So maybe I should, let it go. I still haven't seen Frozen either, by the way. I need to see that.
I saw Frozen with my niece.
And how did you like it?
Oh, it was cute. It's Lion King with people, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
And snow. Yeah, so the storyline is very similar.
Like, do you cry at Disney movies?
I do. I cry at everything, Amy.
Oh my gosh, you and me both. I cry at Disney movies too. I was just talking the other day about The Lion King, and I've seen it so many times, but every time, spoiler alert, guys, Mufasa dies. I'm just like,
any parent death, and I am gone. Like in anything, it could be a comedy, and I'll still be bawling.
Oh man, I have a really weird thing with I never thought of it as a parent's thing. I guess that is what it is. His dad dies. It's really weird for me because like my parents are pretty much dead to me, so it doesn't connect to me in that way. I feel more in the sense that like, oh, Simba, what happened? Your dad died. Oh man. I have a bunch of Disney movies. I was thinking, you know what I'm going to do today after I talk to Krissy? I'm going to get ready for work and maybe throw on a Disney movie or something. Because there was a point like a month ago, I had just broken up with my boyfriend like a couple of months ago, and he lived quite far from here, like on the East Coast of the United States. And we actually used to hang out in the morning when I woke up because it was like 7 a.m. for him. But after I stopped talking to him, I was like, oh, I need to watch something in the morning. So I downloaded a bunch of Disney movies that I have just sitting there, and I would watch them in the morning as I was getting ready for work. Oh my God. Is there anything more fun than starting the day with Disney? I don't think so. I love Disney so much.
I'd be singing all day though. I'd be singing all day.
I do in my head. I remember when I watched Aladdin, I just had that Prince Ali, yes it is he, Ali Ababa. In my head all day. I love it. Oh man, Disney is fun. I don't understand people who don't like Disney. If you don't like Disney, you don't have a fucking soul. Just die.
Yeah, I agree. Like, did you have a childhood? Fucking get out of here.
I know, seriously. What else I mean, you guys probably had some weird ass British television shit you watched as kids, right?
Oh, we used to have Saturday morning television, which was pretty fucking epic. So we
cartoons?
Had Dig It. Yeah, all sorts. SMTV Live. These are like programs where like you'd have, say, 3 hosts and a load of children in the like studio, and then they play cartoons and games and things. Yeah, that shit was fucking wicked.
Oh man, that's so cute. That sounds like the show we used to have here. I think it was called Zoom, and it was like a group of 8 kids, and they would just like do different games and shit. This one I always remember was Fanny Dooley. That took me years to figure out. So they would say shit like, Fanny Dooley loves the pool but doesn't like water. Why do you think that is? Fanny Dooley likes what the fuck did they say? They said a whole bunch of stuff. Basically, the whole idea of the game is she likes things that have double consonants in them.
Right. That's way more complicated than the games we used to play. They used to play Wonky Donkey on SMTV Live, and it'd be literally like they'd say something, and then you'd have to rhyme the word and try and get it right. It's really hard to explain. So they'd be like, I don't know. They'd say like sandwiches, and then you'd have to rhyme sandwiches with something that went in a sandwich or something. So I'll send you a link one day.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to watch it. You know what I've been trying to get started is so one of my girlfriends, you know, like everybody that I'm really close to that I really like lives really far away, right? Which is cool with me. I don't mind. I don't mind this like capitalizing on this digital friendship bullshit because I've met some of the best people this way. And one of my girlfriends, she's like trying to get me to watch this show Black Mirror. Have you heard of it?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it. So.
Yeah, me too. And I'm not one to usually sit down and watch TV. And the only way I can really watch TV is if I have someone with me watching and enjoying the show with me too. Otherwise, it's like, whatever, I'd rather just read. And she's like, can we like Skype together and watch a show or a movie or something? And I'm like, yeah, duh. But we need to find some kind of program that I know I have a couple on here that I tried a few months ago where you can just like throw in a link or do some sort of screen share and like watch the show together. So I'm going to try and figure that out and like try and watch a show with her. Krissy, if we ever get a chance, we should still watch a Disney movie together.
I'm so much better when I'm reacting at something. Like,
oh my gosh.
Pure conversation, I find so difficult. Like right now, I feel so fucking weird. I'm like, I do this a lot when I'm awkward, and I'm scared that people can see that I'm doing that, like underneath here.
Oh, I love it. But I think that's why you're so charming.
It'd be like, wow. Oh my God.
But that's why it's charming, right? Because like when you're having a natural conversation, there are bound to be some there's bound to be some silence. There's a little bit of awkwardness. It's uncomfortable, right? Because you don't you don't really, I mean, I don't know you too well. The couple of times I've spoken to you, it's been great, but like it's nervous to think about what to say next or whatever. But that's why you do it more. I mean, you seem natural to me, but I think that's why. Maybe it's because we acknowledge that it's awkward that we're having an easier time dealing with it. Because our first conversation, everybody who said anything about it seemed to love it. So, oh my God, you
I don't think I came across quite as awkward as I felt.
No, I think that's the same here. You're definitely not coming across awkward at all. You'd probably feel it.
I think the camera actually helps. I feel like I don't have to laugh as much now because you can see me, like as if like the sarcasm's not just gonna sit there in the weird awkwardness.
Yeah.
Like
I think laugh tracks have like fucked us up into thinking that everything someone says should be funny, and it's like no, it's not.
Well, it's not that. It's partly filling the silence, making sure they know that you are listening and reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Like. Conversations are difficult.
Yeah. You know, one thing that Devin said yesterday too was try not to pay attention to the chat because the chat is utter cancer. I mean, for me, it's not that bad.
Chats are lovely.
I agree. You know what? Especially Devin's. Like his chats are so fun. I don't think I've ever been there and it hasn't been a party. And if someone's being a douche, well, guess what? They're getting banned and no one wants to talk to you. So fuck you.
I don't understand chats where they don't ban people.
No.
See, I think Joe Rogan should open his chat and have us as moderators.
Wouldn't that be so great? But man, he has like 30,000 people watching sometimes.
I know, but you ban like everyone pretty much, except from your little group.
That'd be fucking awesome. Oh my God, if all the same people could just be at the chats that we want to be in. Yeah, I noticed that Rogan disables his chat, which I totally understand.
I get it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's just going to be cancer.
Yeah, I get it. It is. But I mean, our chat cancer is sex or drugs. And I think it's great. Obviously, people want to talk about that stuff because do you see how excited people get? What, dick, come, huh?
I think that's what people actually care about, though, isn't it? It's like having a good time. Like sex and drugs are definitely a part of that. So
yeah, I personally really like how it seems to change the energy in the chat room, and like people get more excited and they just start making jokes and it gets funny. Oh my goodness. Amy and Krissy, you should be the two generals of the Flying Monkeys. We are. What side do you want? Do you want Devin's left or Devin's right?
Right, I reckon his right arm's stronger.
Okay, I'll take the left. I don't mind. I just want in on that. I just want in on that. Oh, so what do you have planned for your day off today?
Like I said, just cleaning, general adulting. Shit that I didn't do yesterday because I was too fucking lazy.
Yeah.
You know?
I did everything
My
but
legs
put my
aren't
laundry away. Like I usually do my cleaning on Sunday, and that's the day where I get it all together, vacuum, clean the house, do my laundry, fold it, put it away. But no, it's sitting on a pile on the couch.
Mine lives on the bedroom floor.
Yeah.
I don't even care about laundry anymore. So past that.
Do you just leave it there in a basket and then you grab it as you go?
Yeah, and then we just fucking wear it, and then I don't even have to put it away then, do I?
Yeah, exactly. No, I totally get like that.
Socks though, socks. Fuck's sake, socks. Never find socks.
Yeah, most of my socks are luckily the same kind of pair. I can't wear two different ones because I usually wear those ankle socks if I do. I've done it before where I just like I was half asleep and I stuck on one sock and I put on the other sock and it was like halfway up my leg and I was like, this feels really fucking weird.
Your face.
Oh, I don't like the feeling of unevenness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yeah, they
like
have to be like the same material and the same length.
Yeah, otherwise it's just very strange to slip my foot into my sock. What was I gonna talk to you about? Oh my god.
2 seconds. I've got to let my friend's cat in. I've like trapped it outside.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, I was just gonna start ranting about living alone. Does anybody live alone? Hey chat, good morning, everybody. Jay, Chris, Jonathan Hines, Mikey, Neeb. Hey, Eric.
Back.
Eric. I wonder if I'm saying his name wrong. Eric.
Who?
Eric Stenseed. Eirik. He always drops 20 knocks in Devin's super chats. Lance Penna.
I thought it was Eric, wasn't it?
I thought it was Eric too, but I just don't notice. I could be saying it wrong because it's Eirik.
Yeah, I think it's still Eric. I think he's just foreign. That's why it's spelled weird.
Okay, that could be it. Living alone. Do you live alone? Like, is it just you and your partner?
Yeah, we got a little house.
Yeah. Aw, that's so cute.
We've had it since I think we moved out when we were 19. So I lost my dad when I was 18.
Oh, okay.
And my partner became homeless. So we all lived at my mum's. And obviously because dad had just passed, it was like awkward and fucking shit. But my mum's a star. She didn't complain about it once, but I knew it was awkward. So yeah, we had to move out pretty early.
Yeah.
He couldn't sustain himself on his own at that age. Like that wasn't gonna happen. So.
Yeah. I love living alone.
Now we are here. 10 years later.
Isn't that so cute? You guys have been together for 10 years. Did you meet in high school? Like, where did you guys meet?
House parties.
Oh, so cute. I like that. So you guys kind of saw each other a few times and then shit just started happening?
Yeah. So when I first met him, I was with another person. Yeah. And then he stalked me continuously until I broke up with that person. When stalk me, I actually mean stalk me. Like he'd go to people's houses, see that I wasn't there, leave, and then go to somewhere else to see where I was.
Aww, how cute. It's always the best when it starts off like that. Yeah. You know what though? Creepy is okay to a point, isn't it?
Yeah. So he used to walk me home and stuff, even when I was with that other man, which was quite cute.
Yeah.
Aww, no, you can't walk home on your own. It's dangerous, even though there's like no crime here. It's so dangerous.
He's obviously pretty cool because I think in the last couple of relationships I've been in, I was stalking your Instagram yesterday, by the way, because I was talking to a couple of friends. I'm like, oh my god, me and Krissy are talking tomorrow. Have you seen her art? Oh my god, she's so pretty. So I went and I stalked your Instagram and I was looking at some of the pictures. I'm like, Krissy has a cool boyfriend because he doesn't give her shit about like being herself. And I love the pictures of you in your thigh-high socks and your atheism is unstoppable shirt.
He let me take pictures in my bra and pants. He'd be fine with that.
Yeah. Like you're just, I don't understand what the problem is with that or why guys have a problem with that. Like maybe you could enlighten me.
So he wasn't ever going to change that. Like I like being creative. I like to dress up and stuff.
Do weird shit. I like doing weird shit too. I
I like to dress my girlfriends up and take pictures of them as well. So
yes, it's just so fun doing that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I think it's okay to be sexy. Is that okay for girls these days? Can we just have a little bit of fun without, you know, our men feeling threatened?
I don't think it's men. I think it's other women. I've never really had a problem with a man when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if men are just a bit more liberal down here, but yeah.
Maybe it's just the guys that I'm picking because I've definitely experienced the, well, that's just slutty. You just want attention, blah, blah. No, is it okay? Like, hey, my legs look good today. Can I take a picture of my legs and like put them out there if I want to? Look at my legs in the skirt. Look, it looks good. You know, is that okay? Is that cool? Can I appreciate myself once in a while? Because most of the time I'm like, oh my God, I hate how I look today. Look at my gut. Look at this. Look at that. Like stupid shit. You know? I'm really self-critical, and I just like, sometimes I run myself into the ground where like, I'll just be like, oh my God, I can't do life. I look so bad. And like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Because I was quite fat. Now I'm kind of thinner.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funner, right?
I've lost a lot of that kind of self, like, I don't know. I look at other people now and I think, I don't give a fuck what you look like, so you don't give a fuck what I look like.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a great way to look at it, but I sometimes just can't help it. And like, I think it's because for so many years, my mom called me fat. She just called me fat over and over and over. You're fat. When are you gonna not be fat?
Isn't it? That's harsh as fuck.
Yeah, she was. Well, my mom
was always like, "No, you're not fat," and I was fat.
I was chubby. Like, I would definitely say I was fat. The problem is I'm 5 feet tall, right? So if I do gain weight, it's actually quite noticeable because I am short, and I'm already like kind of wide in the hips. And if it gets a little bit too. If it gets a little bit too much weight, then it doesn't look very nice. That's how
mine goes all in the middle as well.
Yeah,
so it'll be all on the hips, which makes you look wider, and your legs look skinny. It's fucking awful, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like you're wearing tight pants all the time, and you're not even like wearing pants.
Exactly. So it's taken me a while just to get over like just the first thought in my head being, oh my God, I just look fat. Because I'm not
and
fat.
Because I'm only getting naked with one person,
yeah,
I think, you know, I'm just like, well, he's seen it all from all angles. So
yeah. See, I think I'm at a point where I'm very comfortable being naked. Like when I hang out at home, I'm not wearing very many clothes, just underwear and like a bandeau or a crop top or something. Because I don't know. I don't like clothes. First of all, they're fucking overrated. In my house, that's why I can't live with a roommate. I don't think.
I did live with a guy roommate. Friends come round and I'll be there braless. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, braless, whatever. It's whatever. I did a stream this weekend, braless, which Devin so kindly pointed out. Look at her. She's having a great time. No, she's got no bra. She's just chilling.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I feel like he has the experience to tell. I mean, if you looked at my dress, you could see the straps, but you couldn't really see.
Yeah, but you could have a strapless one on.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. We'll have to ask him. I tried to ask him to hang out this weekend, but he was busy and he did that Virgin Chronicles in the morning. So, yeah.
Did he go to the meetup in London? Does anybody know?
I don't think he did.
Or is he still in Germany?
I think Chris told me that there were some pictures taken. There was a picture I saw of Lauren Southern and Carl hugging. Carl's just hugging everybody up in here.
I bet he loved that.
I bet. Who was that? I think it was like Tom Gebbett that did it, didn't it? Didn't Tom Gebbett organize that?
Yeah. Gross.
Ew. I wouldn't even dream of.
And V, did you see V's latest video? He talks about Devon in it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he talks about Devon in it.
What did he say?
Because his channel's been removed, isn't it? So he was like,
really? I was wondering why I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, his channel's gone. He's got too many community strikes. So he was talking about how he wasn't going to bother doing it anymore, pretty much, which I found funny. I was like, you're sitting here telling us that you really enjoy doing it because you enjoy doing it, but that you're not going to do it anymore because you've got community strikes and your main channel's gone. Like, well, how much do you really enjoy doing it then?
Yeah. And if you're going to say something mildly edgy these days, I mean, you risk your channel being removed, especially if you're someone who's disliked.
You can't keep within the community guidelines. For one thing, they're far too subjective.
They definitely are. It sucks too, because like one day, I remember waking up one day and Devin's channel was just gone. And I was like, hello? What just happened? What's going on here? And then that was like around the time when his Twitter was gone. They fucked with his Skype too, didn't they? They're like, I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh, apparently it's quite easy to get banned on Skype, I've heard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I think all they have to do is flag you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think they look into it.
I was going to talk to you about, sorry, I do this all the time where I just branch off, but living alone, do you do weird shit when you're at home alone?
Yeah.
Like, do you have any, what do you do? Because, so something that I do a lot is my brain runs about 1,000,000 miles a minute. And sometimes I have this hallway, right? It goes from this is the door entrance all the way to the other end, which is actually an entrance into the people's house upstairs. And I just pace back and forth sometimes. Like when I first get home from work, I have to like burn some energy and like think. And then I just pace back and forth and I'm holding my phone. And sometimes I just like stop and stare and think. And like, I spend a lot of time dilly-dallying. You know, I start work at 8 in the morning. It takes me 20 minutes or so to get to work. I'm up at 4:30.
Why?
Because I can't like, I need to make my lunch and cut my vegetables and fruit for the day in the morning because it's more fresh. And I also...
I just buy that shit whilst I'm out.
Terrible. I can't, man. I have like weird things that I do. So I'll cook my lunch in the morning, and it also takes me a while to wake up. Like I like that I get to wake up early and have a conversation with you because it like snaps me into being able to do that. You know, it's just that practice thing again, right? But yeah, I pace a lot in my house. This is a place where I think I talk to myself in different voices too. I'm a fucking crazy person, Krissy. Like on Saturday morning, I woke up and I was having a conversation with myself as Hermione Granger.
Random.
Yeah, for real. I looked in the mirror and I was like, is that a real spell? Well, it's not very good, is it?
I narrate my life. So I'll like talk to the cat and I'll be like, right, I'm going to put on the kettle now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if I had a cat, I'd talk to the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just talk to the cat.
But they listen, don't they?
Myself, aren't I? Do they?
I think so, because they look at you like, well, okay, human, cool.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah, when I had my cat, I do that all the time. I'm going pee-pee, you're gonna come pee-pee with me? And my cat's just like, yeah, no. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but you know what happened? As soon as I went to the fucking bathroom, guess who wants to climb in my lap while I'm having a pee? Oh, the cat does. So weird. Cats are so weird. I would like sit in the bath and just relax, and all of a sudden I hear or feel just slight movement on the side of the tub, and I'm like, Bruce. And he's like, kisses, kisses, kisses. I'm very sad because that cat, like I got a really awesome cat about 2 years ago. I could not handle, I would come home and he would just sit at the door, right? And come say hi to me. And he was really sweet. He was like a dog. If my friends came over, he would just like go and sit with them and hang out. And he started staring at the door more and more because he wanted to go out and explore, right? He was too smart a cat. So I got him a leash. He had his ear.
What? Didn't you just let him out?
I did. I did let him out.
You just open the door and be like, see you later, pussycat. See you later. You'll come back. It's all right.
Well, let me tell you, I was really paranoid about losing him. So I did try and I got a little baby dog harness and I tried to take the kitty out for a walk.
You can't walk a cat. You can't walk
I know. I tried.
On his arm, man.
He was good. He tried. He would pull the leash and I'd be like, I know this isn't going to work, but I need to just try it so that like, if it does work out somehow, after a few times, maybe it can be one of those cats that I just walk and people can be like, oh, wow, you have a cat that you can walk. But no, it didn't quite work out. And so eventually I did let him go out. And for the first few weeks, he would go and he would come back. He would go when I would go to sleep. And then when I woke up, he was at the door. It was perfect. And one morning, he just didn't come back. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give this a couple of days. He just never returned. So I printed a bunch of flyers and I put them around the neyborhood. Please, my cat.
That would break my heart. That would break my heart.
Oh, it did. Krissy, he was so fucking cute too. Like, he was the cutest cat ever.
That's my worst nightmare.
I know. It was awful. It took me like, I don't know, probably like 6 months to get over it. I tried not to talk about it. I just tried to keep it buried inside, but that was a huge loss for me, that cat. Because I don't have family and shit, right? Like, I barely get to see the 2 or 3 friends that I do have here. So he was kind of cool just to be chilling around the house. And, you know, when you come home, he's like, hey, Ma.
Someone happy to see you, which is lovely.
Yeah. And oh my God, when he's just like, he sees you and he's like purring, so I get such pleasure out of being near you. I'm like, oh, I love this. This is the best feeling ever. And then it was just ripped away from me. And I was like, oh, I was thinking of getting another one, but you know, I'm actually allergic to cats too.
So you're there like, I can't touch you. My eyes are streaming and I'm itchy.
Oh man. I had to take allergy medication every single fucking day all year to keep that cat. But it was totally worth it. He fucked my nose up and my sinuses up though for life. Oh my goodness. I love them. I like animals. They're very cute. If I could have a dog, I would have a little dog.
Yeah, me too. I love dogs.
Do you like bigger dogs or smaller dogs?
I don't really mind. I do like terriers. Like Staffordshire Terriers and bulldogs and, you know, ugly dogs. I like those kind of dogs, pit bulls. But my mum had a Alsatian not that long ago, which she recently had to put down. So I'd be okay with a bigger dog. Mine's like a fucking weapon. Look at that shit.
I know. I was like, you know what? I need to find something little and compact. And then I found this fucking e-juice, Krissy, is so amazing. Cookie dough ice cream. I saw that you posted a bottle of juice on your Instagram.
Foo-foo goo. It sounds really, doesn't it? Foo-foo goo.
I know. That's why I like it. I was like, oh, I love when I find out that I have things in common with people. Like, I was scrolling through your shit. I'm like, oh, she likes thigh-high socks. Me too. Me too. She vapes. Yep. Me too. Me too. And then earlier today, you were like, oh, it's just a thing. You have to put things in your mouth. Oral fixation. I'm like, fuck me too. Somebody who gets me. Yay. I don't care either because I ate a lot of shit when I first started vaping. Oh my God, you're so gay. And then I made that joke that I stole from a meme that I will just randomly drop if I'm in a group. Hey guys, the hardest part about vaping is telling your parents you're gay. You know what though? You get away with what people consider gay if you're a girl, which is fine with me. Yeah, which is great. I'm like, can't be gay tits. Anything I do is cute and adorable. And if you don't think, I know exactly. Oh my goodness. So living alone, pacing. What do you have weird shit that you do at home?
Yeah, so I usually put on heavy metal and then just jump around the house like a fucking madman.
I love jumping around the house. The bed, I jump on the bed sometimes.
Oh, I can't jump on my bed. Well, it's fucked.
I'm an asshole and I do stupid shit. I have this stuffed purple monkey that I sleep with. His name is Hank. He's like he's one of those Russ plushes. I guess that it's like this special brand, but he has like this really soft velvety outside. And I talk to him sometimes. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. It's like you have to have something. And then I'm like, every time after that, I'm like, is this what the God people feel like? Like they just talk out loud and they just name whatever entity they're referring to as God. Because I know I'm talking to myself at the end of the day. I'm not actually talking to a stuffed monkey, but I don't know, dude. I have so many thoughts that just are in my head all the time that I just need to find a way to be like, million miles a minute, and I don't know how to stop.
Oh.
Have you been watching the chat? I actually haven't.
No, I haven't. I was just doing that.
Yeah. What are they doing? Let's see all the shit these yahoos are saying. Isn't it lovely how it's such a dick party?
Yeah, it's always a sausage fest everywhere, though. Don't you find?
I know. It is true. Look,
it's very rare that the girls outnumber the boys anywhere.
Yeah, and it's very rare that the girls talk as much shit as we do, too. Which is super fun. That's why I was like, oh my God, I hope this girl likes me because she talks so much shit. She makes dick jokes. I'm like, oh, this is my kind of person.
That's it. I really wish she had something to react to because I think that's when the comedy comes out, you know?
Yeah, I like the outrageous shit. I think it's so funny when like the chat will just be going and you'll say something like, yeah, well, I would jump on Devin's dick or whatever. And everyone's like, oh, Krissy.
Yesterday when you read one of my comments and it had cunt in and his face was like, like he was quite visibly surprised by it. It was amazing.
I know. I love swearing. It's something that I'm just gonna have a very hard time giving up, if ever. The only time I try not to swear is at work, and even at work, it's a little bit different because I work with 2 older men, right? And these guys, like, I babysit them. I'm a babysitter. My boss is like almost 70, and my other coworker, who's an administrator, is like 40 something. And they're just like the most miserable, grumpy men. They're pleasant for me to deal with because I'm used to it and I don't put up with their shit at this point. But like, my boss will be sitting in his office and he can't figure out something, and he'll just be like, "Fuck!" from his office, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I swear all the time at work. I don't give a fuck.
Really yeah, and like,
I'm like, this fucking place, these fucking stock. Why aren't any of you fucking doing anything? like, oh, Krissy's here.
Oh my God. And then like, yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. I'll come in, I'll say good morning, and at least once a day I drop the C word, and the fuck bomb is definitely being dropped. Obviously when there's no clients in the office, but like,
oh mate, I don't even give a fuck. Like, even if there's people on the shop floor, I'm just like, yeah, this fucking joke.
Fuck you.
Obviously I swear at customers, but I'll swear around them. I don't give a fuck.
I can't handle people who like, you say fuck and they're like, what? Like that's how the reaction is when their face changes and it morphs and it gets all warped because you say some word, and that's what I take that reaction as. It's just like a so intense and dramatic. Like, lady, chill. I just said fuck. It's a 4-letter word. It's not a big deal. Not a problem. Cunt too. Cunt is one of my favorites. And you know what? I used to hate that word because one of my boyfriends, like, he would fight with me, and then he didn't want to try and talk anymore, so he'd be like, you're a fucking cunt. And it just disrupted whatever was happening at the time, and I was just like, I don't want to fucking talk to you now because I'm hurt because you called me a cunt. And then now I love that word. Now I have the same attitude towards it like the British and the Australian do. It's like, hey, cunt, what's up?
Oh, see, my mum's still really offended by the word. So we say it quite a lot around her. It's quite funny.
Oh my gosh. How does she react to it?
Stop it. Fucking bang, hit you.
Oh, British people angry sounds really cute. Or just slight English, British disdain.
Yeah, I was going to say it's just like normal life.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And I like, you know, it's different once you actually start talking to people like you, Krissy, people like you Brits. Like, there's weird ways you guys say things. Like the whole tea time thing took me a minute because I actually really like tea, like the beverage, right? So every time, I think you had said it once, and Chris had said, I'm going to have, it's about tea time now. And I'm like, oh, me too. I'm going to have some tea.
As if we've got
No.
a specific time in the day we drink tea.
I know, but for the longest time, that's exactly what I thought, because I don't know. I try not to make assumptions, but to me, tea means tea. There was another weird word that, oh man, I don't know. There's a lot of things, but I really like it. That's why I like talking to people that I don't often communicate with here, because you guys talk differently. It's an opportunity to learn about something different, and I really like that. I like it.
I feel like we're so saturated in American culture here that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, half the TV programs from America. So
Yeah, I bet they are. I guess so.
Yeah, we're really saturated.
Do you drink tea, like actual tea?
No, I drink coffee.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee right now too. I'm both. It depends what time of the day it is. But do you like your coffee strong? How do you take your coffee?
Strong and sweet.
I take my sugar with coffee and cream.
Indeed.
That's a Beastie Boys song. I now try and not put anything in my coffee but milk. So I just put a little bit of milk in there. I don't know how people use almond milk. That shit just...
Oh, no. No.
I mean, I can have that in like
milk's not too bad.
Pardon?
Rice milk's not too bad.
Yeah.
Almond milk's
Yeah, I can't do almond milk in tea or coffee because it just doesn't taste right to me. It doesn't quite lighten it the way that I like it. I can have it in like a shake or something.
More sweet.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So it's all right in a coffee because it just adds that sweetness, you know.
I'm trying to cut out the sugar. I was putting honey in my coffee instead of sugar. People are like, ew, you put honey in your tea? I'm like, that's actually not bad.
No, my diet's awful. I don't even care.
Your diet's awful? Actually, that's another thing I was going to eat you. So what's like a typical English dinner? Do you guys have, like, is there a meal that you find yourself eating frequently? Or like, what are your regular...
Vegetables.
Potatoes, meat, and vegetables. Yeah, it's about the same for me. Like, it's chicken, rice, and vegetables.
Yeah, I think most meals here are planned around the meat. So, yeah, vegetarians confuse me because I'm like, I don't even know what I fucking eat. Like,
yeah, it's hard. Are you a cooker? Do you cook in the house?
Yeah, I cook all meals.
Yeah, me too. I love cooking. I think it's a lot of fun. I eat pretty bland though, so like cooking for me isn't too much of a task. And what I like to do is like during the week, I just eat for sustenance. So like everything I'm eating is just for the sake of energy, and it's nothing extra. On the weekend, if I want to eat some shit, I'll eat something bad or whatever. But yeah, I'm
the other way around. So when I'm working, I'll eat crap because I can't be asked because my job's quite physical, and I think I'm burning the calories anyway. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, and then on the weekend, I'll try and eat better. So I'll make sure like the meals have like 4 or 5 vegetables in.
Yeah. So what kind of crap do you like?
I like stir fries. I don't know, anything really. Stews.
Junk food though. Tell me your junk food. Let's talk fatty food. Let's talk fat.
I really like mac and cheese. Like microwavable mac and cheese of all things. Fucking hey.
Oh my god, and like ramen noodles, those 2-minute noodles.
Easy shit like that, definitely.
Cinnamon rolls. Oh, I love cinnamon rolls.
Any Danish kind of pastry. Oh my god, Danish pastries.
Any sweets with cream cheese in them?
Yeah, cake. I fucking love cake.
What's
I'm
your
not a
favorite
massive
cake?
chocolate fan. I quite like carrot cake.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's healthy. It's got carrots in. Like,
hey, that's fair point.
It's like at least one of my 5 a day. Come on. Like,
oh yeah, carrot cake. I really like ice cream cake. We have Dairy Queen here, and they make really delicious ice cream cake. That's fucking really good. So it's like a layer of vanilla, and then in the middle part where there's supposed to be some kind of cream or whatever, they put crushed up Oreos. Oh. And then the bottom layer is chocolate ice cream. So you get the best of both worlds. And like what they do is in that same layer where they put that crumbled up Oreo, they put like a fudge or something so that it sticks. Oh man, it's so good. I love that shit. I had ice cream yesterday, and I was just like, oh, this is going to be an ice cream cone that I just, like, lick for, like, an hour. It's not going away. I don't care if it's melting. I just got to keep – I turned it into – I purposely, like, licked around it so it turned into something dick-shaped, and then I was, like, enjoying the crap out of it.
So do you have clotted cream there?
Cottage cream. What's that?
Clotted cream. It's like...
Oh, clotted cream. You know what? Chris mentioned this to me the other day. I do not know what that is. Please explain again.
Oh, so we make it here in Cornwall. It's kind of Cornish specific. Yeah. So it's just like a really thick cream that isn't too sweet. Like, and then it's got like this like hardened bit on top. I hate the hardened bit, but yeah. Rodder's clotted cream. Bomb. I'll have that with like.
And you just like throw it in coffee?
Scones.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, so you like put it on scones and have it with strawberries and things like that.
I like milky products. I'm such a sucker for dairy. It would be really hard for me to. I've done it. I've tried to go vegan. I've tried to go vegetarian before, and it's really hard for me because I like meat and dairy. I grew up on those things.
Yeah, my partner's a butcher and kind of like a hunter. Yeah, so it'd be quite hard to become a vegetarian or a vegan because I'd be around it still, like, because he would never give it up, like, you know.
Well, it's becoming a thing. Like I know there's a couple of people on my Instagram who started to talk to me about like, hey Amy, you should be vegan. I post vegan things all day. I'm gonna make you feel bad about eating meat. Look at this picture of this dying pig.
They are the more morally superior ones, but
right. And they'll try to argue with me.
Animal welfare rather than just like boycott. I just don't think that's very helpful. Like, yeah,
I agree.
Because you're not going to get enough people on board ever, like, for it to make a substantial difference to the companies. So what you need to do is pass legislation in government and make sure they fucking regulate this shit. Like,
and
that's
do better,
the only way, in my opinion. Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? Let all the animals get all the numbers?
We have quite.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
We have quite strong animal welfare laws in England. So, like, I try and buy local produced stuff, and I kind of feel like that's me trying to do my bit at least.
Yeah. I mean, people gotta eat.
Here, I see cows and pigs in fields. They're not like in barns. They're outside. Like, I like to hope and think that's the cows and pigs that I'm eating. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I think the whole like factory farming thing is more of a concern in the States because I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing, but like just in general, I mean, what do you expect us to do? Let all the animals run rampant? Then what? Then we're gonna have to kill them anyways. So if you're gonna have to, you have to do it. It's just kind of.
Well, with factory farms, you have to pump the animals full of drugs because the disease.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, because obviously, if you put loads of fucking farm animals into a barn, then they're gonna get ill. Like, really, the only way to have it is so they're all out in the fields. Like,
yeah, like they're supposed to be. Just let them chill out and like hang out. And then if you want to, at least they lived a long, full life. Because I mean, what else are they going to do? They're just going to hang around and eat grass. You know what I mean?
And I don't even think we sell halal meat here in Cornwall, Green Moose. I think it'd be really quite difficult to get hold of. I know none of the local supermarkets do anything halal. None.
Halal. What's that?
Halal Muslim meat. Like, so they slit the throats of the animals and let them bleed to death instead of stunning them like we do. So ours is quite instant. Well, their death isn't instant, but their unconsciousness is instant. Does that make any sense? Yeah, so we lobotomize them almost before we kill them.
You know what's so crazy? My first boyfriend, Zach, of like 7 years, he, before we graduated high school, used to work at a chicken factory. And he was the guy who he told me how they killed them there. And he's like, they're tied at the feet. They come on a belt. You have to pick them up. You got to hang them up. They go through this machine. They get electrocuted, and then their heads get sliced off. And I was like, that's cool. He'd come home. He's like covered in bird shit. He's like, this is what happens. They freak out. They shit all over you, and you're trying to kill them. And I'm like, Awesome.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories about slaughterhouses. I've got a few friends that work in slaughterhouses. It's just a thing down here, like, because we're farm people. You're bound to know
with farm
people that work in the industry. Yeah.
Have you ever had a
And
vegan try to convince you? Yeah, it does.
No, I don't know any vegans.
No, you've never had anybody try to like tell you that you need to be vegan because it's the better choice in life and it's more moral. Like I've actually had those conversations with people and they don't stop because my answer is, here's the deal. I'm going to be very honest. I like meat. Okay? Like I like my chicken. I like that. It's an easy source of protein. I work out. I can't always have a protein shake. You know what I mean? And oh my God, like they just make your gut rot, protein shakes. So I try to avoid them as much as I possibly can.
I'd rather have a smoothie than a protein shake.
Yeah, for the most part, I would have to agree with that as well. The only time
I think surely you're getting more out of a smoothie. Surely. Maybe not protein-wise, but health-wise. It's all fucking chemicals, isn't it, those protein shakes?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's good for if you need a quick fix and you just got off the gym, sure, but not all the time. And like, oh my God, not to be disgusting, but like protein shake farts are gross. And I learned this because like I used to work in a really big call center and a lot of the guys used to go to the gym and like they used to drink those protein shakes and they stopped caring after a while about farting and they're like, all right, guys, everybody safety, clear out. I'm like, oh my God, guys, come on. Get out of the call center. We all share this air here. Oh, man. But yeah, no, I can't argue with vegans anymore. They want to make me feel like I'm really bad. And I'm like, oh, really? It's bad for the planet? So why don't you fucking stop driving your SUV? Because I'm pretty sure that's not
good. Give your house back to the wildlife.
I know.
Taking up all this room.
Give your house to the squirrels. They need a place to live. Go for it. Yo, you know who's fucking nuts? Vegan Gains, man. Oh my God. He started...
Sorry. Carry on.
No, go ahead.
I don't really know him.
I don't really know him either, but the few things I've seen of his, like him trying to get his wolf dog on a vegan diet, I was like...
What a twat.
Yeah, the dog got sick, emaciated. The owner was, or the breeder. Yeah, and they were trying to justify feeding this dog a vegan diet. And it's like, are you guys retarded? Like this, because he's quite convinced that we do not need meat. We did not develop eating meat. Meat wouldn't have been necessary if we didn't. I
might be able to agree with humans, like, so because you're able to force the food down if you don't necessarily like it. A dog's not going to do that. Like,
no.
So you can't feed a dog loads of nuts to try and up its protein levels.
No.
Like, the dog isn't going to fucking eat it. Like,
no. You just can't do that. And the poor dog, that dog was beautiful. And I watched a video that Bering actually did about it. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, how can you justify this? People justify the craziest shit based on their ideologies, and everything just becomes ideological, doesn't it? Like, this is a set of rules that comes with believing this, and this is how I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm not a true this. And it's just like, we have to, like, it's like you have to kind of integrate your ideology with reality, because ideology just pulls you out. It limits your scope of the reality around you, and you're just looking through this lens with this one ideology. And that's the fucking problem with all these religions and shit too, right? It's just like all these stupid things have come into place of being religious. So if there's less Christianity, there's more veganism or something else that comes in to, replace it. Like this whole cult of diversity thing.
Like I said before, I feel like people need to be revolutionaries. Like, they need to feel like they're going to make some kind of massive impact in the world. And actually, there's too many of us, man. You're never gonna.
No. The biggest revolution is just taking care of your own shit and getting over your own bullshit. That's what I think. Because once you do that, then you know, if everybody did handle their own shit individually and improve themselves individually, naturally, it would improve things outward, right? It all has to start with the individual, but we're all too busy defending our weak positions and bullshit.
Do vegan swallow.
They fucking better. If not, spitters are quitters, and you should be embarrassed.
I don't get that. Surely swallowing is better than spitting because it's like in the mouth and gone.
Yes.
Rather than in the mouth, find somewhere to spit it out. Like, holding it in your mouth.
Yeah, you can't. That texture can't be in your mouth for very long.
Yeah, it's got to go.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, dear people who have never had jizz in your mouth, please understand that it has a very interesting texture. You're not gonna, I don't even know why you would want to hold it in your mouth and then run somewhere and spit it out, because it's just, no, just swallow it back. Be a man. Man up. Swallow, don't spit, girls.
Most times the blowjob's the start off anyway, so, you know.
Exactly.
In my mouth, like, we've got more to do.
Exactly. Or not yet, anyways.
Way more to do. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Like,
oh my God.
What's the point if we're not gonna fuck? Like,
yeah, can we switch? Can we do a little bit of and a little bit of Ooh, fancy shoulder dance. Oh my God. That's very true. I mean, usually a BJ doesn't end in a BJ, does it?
Unless it's like you've got 10 minutes and that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, but, isn't it? I mean, you've got to be a very giving person. Like,
I'm definitely a giver. Are you a giver?
No, I'm quite selfish when it comes to sex.
I mean,
boys are satisfied so easily.
Yeah.
That I feel, you know, girls need a little bit of extra time.
We do. And foreplay is really important. Like, you can't just...
It's all of it, really. I mean,
and flirting, like, flirt with me, boyfriend, whenever you get here, whoever this person is that isn't here right now. It's so fun. Like, you have to keep it playful. This is why you and I are great together, because I like to play with you, Krissy. And right? And we would have fun no matter what we did. So everybody's dicks just got hard.
hard dicks for all.
Oh, it looks so nice and sunny there. You got what?
No, it's actually raining.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. This window's open. Lovely.
It looks really sunny from that curtain over there. I forget you're actually at your friend's house, right?
Yeah.
Because I have better internet connection, eating some strawberries, and
I've moved on watching over. Oh, I better not show his pants in the background.
I don't want to go to work today. I wish I could just hang out at home. I love doing this. This is very quickly becoming one of my most favorite things to do. I love it. I like seeing your face too. I have a thing with faces. I was saying this the other day to Spencer. I have such a thing with faces. I love pretty faces. I could stare at faces forever.
I like tits as well.
Yeah, tits are great. An ass. Yo, I go to the gym and I'm always checking out girls' butts. I can't even help it. Oh my goodness. Some of these girls have just the most amazing asses. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta squat more, Amy, more squats, Amy, do some lunges.
I went to Prague and all of the girls are like size 8 with these fucking asses. And I'm like, how? And I mean, it was like nearly every girl, blonde, tiny waist,
big ass.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, have you seen some of these Brazilian girls? Girl, Prague?
Yeah, they tend to be quite wider though. Yeah, Brazilian girls tend to be quite wider, like more squat, short. But Prague girls, man, they're like models.
Yeah, oh man, there's so many beautiful girls out there. I find myself more checking out girls than I do guys. I'm so sorry, but there's just really not many attractive men around me. There's a lot of beautiful girls,
guys just aren't that attractive, really. I mean, with guys, I think it is more about their personality, their persona, their masculinity. And masculinity isn't pretty. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of contradictory.
But I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I go for girls for aesthetics, and I tend to go for men for more
The manliness.
yeah, the manliness. It's not even personality, it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, masculinity. I really like that. Like, I'm sorry to keep bringing up Devin, but he's just like my favorite example for all these things. Like, I appreciate his heterosexuality. You know what I mean? Like, how he's cool liking tits, and it's okay. And it's kind of weird to me how people will be like, "You're fucking gay, man." It's like, are you people retarded? Like, there's videos of girls' asses and tits, and you guys are still calling this guy a fag. Like, you guys are fucking retarded. Please get a life. You just don't like him. And I like that. Like, I like people who are in touch with their natural side. You know what I mean? Guess what? It's okay to like a pair of tits or ass.
Well, and it's okay if you're a little bit camp sometimes. I mean, my boyfriend's so camp. Like,
Camp? What do you mean by that?
Not so masculine sometimes. So
yeah,
like, can make a joke and be a little bit gay. Like,
yes.
do you know? Not gay as in I want to fuck him in the butt, but like gay as in
like Spencer with his
kind of.
Yeah. Oh my God, guys, I'm so fabulous.
Exactly. That stuff is needed too. Like,
I agree. I definitely agree. I think it's really funny when guys are, it's like you're flamboyant without being gay.
That's it.
Flamboyant minus the butt fucking, right?
Exactly.
It's fun.
Unless
like
it's with a woman. I mean, some guys are really into butt, but you know.
Yeah, and I really like guys who are comfortable being themselves. You know what I mean? It's really cute when you stop giving a fuck about being embarrassed. Even that, like, just the weird shit is so endearing. You know what I mean? Like dumb shit. Like oh my God, I feel like such a loser. But whatever. We're all Devin dick riders, so fuck you guys. How he'll like break into that nerd voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like the shit like that is just so funny to me. He has a great personality. Show parts of your personality. Be weird. It's interesting.
That's it.
Oh man.
People seem the kind of I wouldn't call it an act, but it's sort of an act. Like, so how you act with people that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It comes across like uncanny valley to me. Like, so do you know what the uncanny valley is?
No, I was gonna ask.
Like, so when robots or AI or like computer games look real, but you can tell they're not real because they fall in that uncanny valley, like something won't move properly or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what makes you know that they're not real. Like, and I feel like people can do that with their personalities.
Yes.
So when they're trying too hard, they'll fall in that uncanny valley kind of thing, which makes you feel like they're dishonest, which I'm not saying they are dishonest. It's just, you know.
Yeah. You get that vibe. You get that vibe, right? Yeah. Like, I get a vibe from people usually pretty quick. I don't like that fake feeling. Like, I don't want you, like, I don't need to talk to you just because I want you to get you to like me. If you like me, that's cool. If you don't, I don't care. But a lot of people care a lot about being liked. And so you can see them trying to negotiate through their personality while they're trying to negotiate through the social situation that they're in. And it's like, it shouldn't be this hard. You're either comfortable with yourself or you're not. And if you're not, you really need to work on that, because the more comfortable you are with like shit being awkward, because shit does get awkward. Like, I live for those moments, right? I find them really entertaining when weird shit happens, or when there's a silence and you can tell people start getting awkward and they're like, oh God, should I say something? Should I say something? Oh my God.
Do you utilize it? Like, say there's a boy and he's getting a bit awkward around you. Do you like point it out and make him even more awkward?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, of course I do.
God, I love doing that.
I like when people do awkward shit too. Like, yes, like the hand example keeps coming up where like Spencer was like, oh my God, my hands, right? And I'm like, are you self-conscious about your hands, Spencer? Like, what are you doing? Oh, I do the same thing too. I move in weird ways. Go ahead, ask me what I'm doing. I don't know half the time. but that's okay. I just kind of like let myself run free and do whatever.
I wish I had some spliffage.
Some spliffage?
Had some spliffage, indeed.
It's okay. I'm out to for another 5 days until payday, and then I can go get some marijuana. It's weird for me.
Take it, or are you good?
Can I not take it?
Take it, like sub it until you get paid, or are you good? Do you not go into debt?
No, the thing is, like, my guy also lives really far away. I have the money and stuff, but I'm trying to be strict about my budget. So whatever's sitting in there, like I can go get it, and it's going to be replaced on Friday anyways. But it's more of a discipline thing because I'm very bad at like, I'm only starting to learn how to manage my money properly. So I'm just being strict on myself for my own personal reasons. But sometimes it's good for me to have a few-day break because I'm chronic. I smoke every day, right? It helps me sleep. Yeah. I have one of these brains, Krissy, that doesn't shut the fuck up. Like, it's just
and I think when you do smoke it, like sleeping becomes really hard anyway. Like,
you think so?
If you're used to, yeah, I think if you're used to sleeping on it, then normal sleeping becomes difficult because you're used to your brain kind of going into that zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so a lot of the time I'll fall asleep before I want to fall asleep because of the marijuana. And when I haven't got it and I have to force myself, that's so difficult.
For me, it's like as soon as I hit the pillow, the carnival kicks into gear and it's like, do, 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 do. Do you remember what you said 6 hours ago in this conversation that made you look stupid? Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Oh, that like neuroticism. I have to find a way. I just have ADD brain too. My brain is like just sentences crashing into each other all over the fucking place. You know, unless I actually really focus and sit down and think about what is happening in my head, it can be very difficult for me to articulate it. So when I smoke, it just brings me down to a level where I can actually deal with my own brain and form coherent thoughts and like for sleep time slow down enough where I can fall asleep easily, not like just trying to wrestle with my brain and being like, hey, can you shut up stop it, why? I just feel like I'm trapped in my head all the time, and like it's like I give myself sleep anxiety, you know what I mean? Because you get that
that's exactly it.
Yeah.
2 o'clock will roll by and I'll be like, it's fucking 2 o'clock. You've got to get up in like 4 hours. Come on, woman.
Yeah, me too. Oh my God. And then I'll be awake 5 minutes before my alarm and I'm like, oh, I have 5 minutes. If I just fall asleep for like 2.5 minutes, I'll be fine.
And if you do, though, you feel like fucking shit. It's like, why did I even bother? I should have just stayed awake.
I know. Have you ever had sleeping problems? So you don't smoke before you sleep?
Yeah, no, I smoke before I sleep.
Oh, okay. Okay, you do. So you're like me as well. I definitely have to smoke before I sleep. But you know what else is weird? During the day, like I smoke before I do things. It motivates me to want to do things, which is very opposite of how it works for most people. I like to smoke and go grocery shopping or get my errands done or go to the gym. Like it just gives me energy and it makes the experience more enjoyable for me. So.
Oh, I try not to smoke when I've got too much physical stuff to do because it like lowers my blood pressure, and I just find myself eating a lot, just trying to picking myself up, and that just makes you fat. So.
Weed and fat and weed and fat. The first thing that I'm actually really super sad that I missed that bloody stream in the morning yesterday. But that's okay.
I hate missing Devon's streams.
I know. It really feels like you missed something.
Work. I'll see that he's streaming on at work and I'll be like, no, because everything's blocked at work. I can't get on anything except from Twitter at work.
I'm a shithead. I will make work at my desk. Whatever desk work I have, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to get all the desk work done and I'm going to try and sneak into the chat. Like Friday, I didn't do shit. I was such a bad employee. I was such a naughty girl on Friday. I just like sat in that. It was Reese and Devon's stream, which was so fun, man. That chat was lit and really great. And I love that guy who was in there.
Reese. Yeah, I really like Reese. when I first joined the community, it was all very awkward at the time as well. Everybody was falling out and there was a lot of drama. Like, and yeah, Reese just kind of like got me in the hangout and he was like, you should get used to this. People would love to see you. And I'm like, oh, Reese.
Oh, Krissy, it's so true. Everybody who has said anything about this is like, oh my God, this is like you saw the comment that was like, this combination is better than peanut butter and jelly. I was like, wow, that's quite praise. I mean, we are pretty fucking cool though. I mean, I'm not going to deny that at this point. Sorry, guys. Facts are facts. Krissy and I are cool as fuck. That's why all you motherfuckers are here. It's weird. Like when you're not in the chat, it feels like something is missing, you know, because there's so few of us girls in those chats. And the only girls who actually talk shit about you, me, Patil, Nusi will say something once in a while, like in terms of like really getting into the chat. So it's kind of nice to have a fellow, you know, playful female in the chat as well.
I just do it to sexually harass Devon, really, wind him up.
Yeah, that's fun too.
So back in the day, I used to join Devon in other people's chats quite a lot. I used to really enjoy that. So there was like the South African guy. I don't even know who he is anymore. Like, I'm really disappointed because they were really fun. Like, I'd like follow Devon around into the chats that he's in. The South African guy, he was like, say fuck Islam, say fuck Islam in the chat. The South African guy was like, for fuck's sake, Devon. Such good fun.
I really love it.
And then when he goes in a chat where it's someone that he likes, say someone like Eternal Life fan or Still the Issues guy, like their faces when Devon enters their chat, they're like,
so cute.
I'm like, oh.
Everybody's like that. You know, he showed up to the last stream that you and I did, and he was talking about how he had like a puddle of jizz on his stomach because he was in the gym, and he was like, if anybody sits on this bench, they're gonna get pregnant. He's just fucking funny. Like he's somebody's. Yeah, Devon needs to side fap Devon. We need to start I've started so many fake hashtags. Squats for Devon is the one that I want to get going.
What?
As that squats for Devon, because he's like, nobody sends me squat videos, and I'm like, all right, well, this is a project underway. I
tried to record a squat video once, but my camera like makes funny noises when you move it up and down.
Yeah, just mute it.
There was like beep, beep, beep.
Back that ass up, Krissy.
I was like, shit, my ass is making some kind of fucking noise. Exactly.
It is making a fucking noise. Ba-dunk dunk.
I record loads of shit that I don't share. I record so much.
Me too. Oh my God. I take so many selfies. I take the skankiest selfies and I don't send them. They just kind of sit in my phone. Because some days I'm just like, I feel sexy today. I'm going to lay on the floor and take some pictures, or I'm going to take some mirror pictures. I'm waiting for my new Rue shirt to get here so that I can take some fun pictures. Did you order one of the new ones?
No, I'm skint. I'm always fucking skint. It should get better though. The summer's here, so Cornwall's like that. You have like no money most of the year, and then like 3 months of summer, you're like fluff. I'm also trying to get out of my skanky house as well, so like I can't justify spending money on anything really.
I know, for the most part I can't either, but I have this thing where I just have to have little dumb shit all the time. And after I saw that purple Rue shirt with him in the suit and I think he's not holding a gun in that one. In the purple Rue shirt. Yeah. I was like, I have to fucking have that. I just have to. I got the hoodie. I wanted more of the shirts, but I was like, okay, I'll slow down for a bit because I need to be financially responsible if I want to get anywhere here.
I don't know. Adulting really sucks. I had more money when I was a uni student.
Really?
Yeah. I still owe all of it back. Okay.
Yeah, of course. That's a reason I'm scared to go to school right now, is because I want to know, like, if I'm going to school, I want to make sure I have a better idea of what I'm doing, because I've already done the whole school thing. I didn't it didn't work out for me. And I paid for it, right? I worked, I saved money, and then I paid for my tuition. And then I was like, I don't want to do this. Why did I do this? Just to make my mom happy. So what happened is after school, oh my God, I wanted to go to school, and I was like, me and my mother were trying to maintain some kind of relationship, and she would be like, can you just do something with your life, please, so that like I have something to tell people that like you're not a complete failure, basically.
That's
like
shallow as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
well, it's a very shallow culture.
Yeah, it's very shallow.
And that's why I don't talk to them anymore. You know, like
see, my mum just wants me to be happy no matter what. Like,
oh, good parent. Isn't that nice? Seriously, that matters. Like, my parents were all about, do this and we'll buy you something. It was all about money all the time. You know what I mean? Money is not the most important thing to me. I understand you need it to do things in life. I get that part, but it's not the most important thing to me. But to my parents, it definitely was. They're all about status. They're all about money. They're all about who has a nicer car or blah, blah, blah. Like my stepdad, I noticed this over the years because my mother and stepdad, now they have a really nice house. In the very beginning, they didn't really. And my stepdad's sister is married to a man who has a plumbing company, and he makes a lot of money. And every time he would get something, my stepdad felt the need to compete and get a similar thing. So they built their first house. So my stepdad needed to get it going, that he could build a house. So he built a house, and it was a good size. And then what happens? He builds a bigger house. And then my stepdad has to go build a bigger house. And then he built another one, and then he did the same thing. Oh, but then he got this BMW SUV, and then my stepdad had to go spend like $70,000 on an SUV. And then they got a second car, and then my stepdad had to do that too. And it was like that the whole time. And that was the rationale my mother used to get me back home, or like to give me shit all the time. You know, if you just listen to the rules of the house, we would have paid for you to go to university. We would have got you married. We would have bought you a BMW. And it's like, I don't care about your fucking car. I really don't. I do not need a BMW. I'm not even like, I'm 20 years old. Why does I like material things? I like them, but they're not my life. Whereas my parents just liked flashy things for the sake of having flashy things. And I hate that. I just don't like it.
Oh, my parents had a pretty shit time.
Yeah.
So like, they met each other when they were like 20 odd. They got married, and then my dad was diagnosed with something that's quite similar to MS. So like a muscle wasting condition, pretty much. Like, so he didn't get the myelin sheath on his nerve endings. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it had like muscle wasting kind of outcomes. Mm-hmm. So my mum cared for my dad through most of like my childhood, and then my dad passed. Mm-hmm. And obviously we were like on the state for pretty much like welfare most of that, mm-hmm. because obviously no fucking choice in the matter. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so they've never had the luxury of being materialistic. Mm-hmm. Like, and now mum's
my parents were not rich in the beginning. It was all after they had my first brother. I was 10 years old. Not until then did they like build a house or do any of that stuff. We lived in basement suites. My stepdad was like a cab driver. My mom worked at a grocery store, and like they had to build up and stuff, sure. But like after they built up, they changed. Like they just became different. And I don't like shallow.
Or do you think you grew up and saw them differently? You know what I mean?
That could be it too. Because the
like
whole
you're
like
more hypercritical when you're older.
Yeah, that's true. It could be it, because I think the competition and the buying stuff was always kind of a part of our lives in some way, because my stepdad always felt the need to compete with his sisters because they always had money, right? They married into families where the men had a lot of money. My stepdad and my mom did not in the beginning. But here's what's fucked up is that his parents sent him money from India because they live on a farm. Yeah, not in the Indian families, man. In the Indian families, the parents give the sons money, not even the daughters, the sons. Like it's very male centric. It's phallogocentric,
Mm.
these cultures. So, you know, they sent my dad money, and I'm pretty sure that's what helped my father, my stepfather, you know, start his building houses and all this shit that he's doing. But I don't like it. I don't like the material thing. Like for me, what fulfills me the most is this. It's so simple. I love talking, Krissy. I love talking to people. I really love connecting. Like I actually feel fulfilled when I do that.
I really like achieving things.
That
So
too.
say, so at work, because it's quite physical, it's all quite visual. So
Hmm.
once I've tidied the warehouse up and I've got out what's meant to be out and it's all right, like I feel so good about myself. I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, see all this hard fucking work I've done. See
Yeah.
what I've achieved.
Yeah.
Like, say when I paint a picture or whatever,
Yes.
like, so at the beginning you'll be like, oh, this is so tedious. Like, oh, why am I even doing this? And then by the end of it, you're like, yay, look
Yeah,
what I can do. Like,
definitely. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to try a bunch of different things. I'm, man, I don't know what the hell I want to do with my life. I really got to figure it out. So I'm trying a
neither
bunch
do
of
I.
shit. And when I start something like the same with you as art, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna start this and it's gonna turn into this big complicated thing and it's gonna take me a long time. But as I keep doing it, I'm like, okay, things are kind of cool as they evolve and you're like, you're making it evolve, like you're doing it. This is an idea that started at my brain and is now evolving from my brain outward. And look what I did. I'm like that with little goals too. Like for me, it's such a huge deal that I have like an exercise regimen. Like, don't you feel good when you go for a run? People aren't active as they should be.
They'll regret it. See, I've had
Exactly.
to deal with a lot of death and a lot of people that haven't been able to do what they want to do because of their illnesses. And I just
Hmm.
think, how selfish am I to sit on my fat ass?
Hmm.
Like, when they'd love to do this stuff. Like, my mum would
Yeah.
love to be able to walk around the woods and, like, just be active. Like,
Hmm.
you
I
know,
just don't want to be one of those people who wakes up when they're 40 and is like, I could have been working out the last 10 years and been hot as fuck right now. Because you've, like, I don't know how you feel about this, but like when I see women, like MILFs, for example, older women who take care of themselves and they're way hotter than young girls to me. And
they
young
seem to
girls
be
are just
happier as
natural.
well.
Yes, young girls are attractive. They just have that, like they're young, they're hot, they're perky, they have all that already. But when you have to work for it as you're getting older and you still look young, there's something way more attractive about that. That's like layered attractiveness. That's like older men who take care of themselves and go to the gym. I'm like, yes, please. That's really hot. Read a book, go to the gym. Please do something that keeps you, revitalized and fresh.
Motivated, having some passion in
Mhm.
life. Like,
Yeah, and you like being around those people. Like it comes back to like
absolutely.
the people you're around really matter, right? It affects how you live your life when you're around people who are either positive or negative. And the more positive people who are doing positive things you can have in your life, the more you'll be inclined to do those positive behaviors as opposed to like, you know, I don't know, not. That's morning thinking right there. But you guys get it.
That's
You
like
understand what I'm
average
trying to say.
thinking for me, Amy. Like, everything makes sense in my fucking head, and then when I start to say it, I'm like, no, no, this isn't going how I thought it would. Damn. Like,
Oh,
my
I do that all the
sentences
time,
are wrong.
Krissy. I'm okay with that now. I'm really okay with that. I think I've come to a point where, yeah, I'm probably going to say some stupid things, and you know
Yeah.
what? If I'm surrounded around by the right people, they'll correct me, and I'll be like, okay, thank you very much for your correction, sir or madam. I appreciate you.
Well, I'm kind of getting to the point where I think the more I say, the less the stupid shit is going to stand out. So just fucking spam a lot.
That is a smart mindset, though. The less you say, the less you say, the less of a chance of stupid there is.
Yeah, I know, but you end up saying nothing.
I
Like,
know.
so just say
I know.
loads and hope the stupid gets like masked in it. Like,
I know. I know exactly. I really don't mind though. I don't mind looking stupid anymore. It's
yeah.
okay. I'm gonna look
Like
stupid.
I said before, I've always felt a little bit stupid.
I mean,
older
we kind of
sibling
all
says
are.
that, like.
Yeah. I see the back there. There's a Sonic the Hedgehog, and that makes me very happy. Your friend is cool.
Oh, he's fucking ace as fuck. You should see all his little toys. I'll get some in a second.
I see
He
Jack
loves it.
Skellington too. Okay. We're gonna look at things, guys. We're gonna look at things.
You should see
See
all
that?
his
There's
clothes,
Sonic.
man. They are to be like proper jelly of. Like he's got loads of like action figures everywhere.
Oh, that's so cool. I love Super Mario. That's what I grew up with.
Like something's wet. Something's dribbling on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. His house is like full of this kind of stuff. Yeah, no, he's a very lucky boy. He's got this like awesome drone upstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm just so tempted just to go up there and be like,
nerdy boys are fun, hey? I love nerdy boys. Yo, I have this thing when like guys get together and they talk about shit that they like. It's so cute to me. Because I never get to see, you don't often get to see, like, you know how we get together and we talk about boys or whatever, and we're like, oh my God, boys are so cute. Like, guys do that too, but they do it about the shit that they like. So they nerd out about stuff. Like a couple of days ago, I was on the phone with, or I was in a Google Hangout with a couple of friends of mine, and it was me and it was two other gentlemen, and they were talking about movies and just nerding out. And I just kind of, sometimes I sit and I listen because I think it's so cute when guys get excited about stuff like that. I don't know. I love boys. Boys are so fun, Krissy. Boys are so fun. Yeah, and like the reason that I really get along with you too is because you and I are like one of the guys. Not really. We're pretty feminine. We're really girly, and we're really we're girly and we're fun.
I say aesthetically I'm quite girly, but
yeah,
quite masculine in my ways. Like, I don't know.
I would say so too. I think I would agree with that because I've always, even growing up, I liked boy shit, video games, and like, you know, I liked all the boys cartoons, Transformers, Spider-Man, Scooby-Doo, like all that stuff. Dexter's Laboratory. I don't know if you know any of these shows.
Yeah, I know all of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Network.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, Cartoon Network, exactly. We had a satellite dish. My parents got one when I was growing up, and I used to watch American programming, so I got the Disney Channel and all that shit, because we don't have it in Canada otherwise, right? You actually have to pay to get
we
it.
have to have Sky. Yeah, same here.
Yeah, so, and those shows are just the best. I love them.
I was like a massive Buffy fan. I was like a massive Buffy fan when I was younger.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer was amazing.
I would have done anything to be faithful Buffy.
What was her name? I really loved her.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yes, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I was about to say Sarah Jessica Parker, who looks like a foot, by the way.
Sarah Jessica Parker in the chat. Isn't
he funny?
He cracks me up.
Oh man, it's my favorite thing when people just start saying random shit in the chat, and it's just really funny. I love the chats.
When I first saw Sarah Jessica Parker, I was like, that name.
That bass too, in his it's
little shit like that, man. It can brighten my day.
I know, me too. I love trolls too, man. Trolls are funny to me. I like things that I don't get to see every day. That's why it's cool talking to people all over the place, because like they're just so weird to you and foreign that even normal shit they say is like, what a weird thought to have. You're a fucking weirdo. You should think different.
B2B. He's got an accent.
Oh, you guys are funny. He's
got
hilarious.
Like a real accent.
Really?
Mm.
What do you mean real accent?
Well, I'd say mine's quite typically English, where his is Liverpudlian, I believe. So
it's like regional.
Yeah, so
there's different accents regionally.
Completely different to me.
Really? Yeah, and how far away is he from you?
About 200 miles.
Okay.
Not that far, really.
Oh, that's pretty far.
But say, no, it's further than 200, I reckon. It's probably about 5.
Last week, I sat at work and I did a Google Hangout with Chris, Green Moose. We were talking together for about 3.5 hours. And we looked at the map of the UK. I was like, tell me, where are you? where's Krissy live? Krissy's all the way down here. And I was like, holy shit, you guys live really fucking far. I didn't realize. To me, it's like if you're in England, you live in the same place pretty much.
Where does Moose live?
Near Hull. He works in Hull. Hull. Yeah. He works there, but I don't want to dox him too much.
Oh, I have friends in Hull.
Yeah, so that's where he works. But 3 hours, man, like that's the kind of shit that I could just fucking talk forever and never shut up.
What, it's been 3 hours?
No, I think it's been a couple hours, or hasn't been that long for us actually.
So I have no concept of time.
Oh, 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. My phone is probably gonna go off here shortly. But that's okay. For my alarm. I'll stay for an extra 15 minutes like last time. I don't want to leave you, Krissy. I wish I had the day off. I was seriously considering when my alarm went off. I'm like, should I call in sick? I always do that. There's that. And usually I love Mondays. I'm a big Monday person. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to get up here in a second. Yeah, I love Mondays. Yeah, I would, ideally I would do.
Sorry.
That's okay. I would do 4 10-hour shifts. That would be my ideal if I could.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I do.
Oh, nice.
4 days, long days.
Mm-hmm. Which is better. I'd rather.
Well, I'd prefer not to work Saturday. That's my only thing. But you've got to work. You've got to work a Saturday or a Sunday where I am. So.
Yeah, I think what I really would like to do is I want to try and get a second job at a restaurant as a bartender and do Friday or Saturday nights just to make some extra tip money and stuff. Because I want to travel, Krissy. Like, I want to get out of here. I really need to go places. And Devin was like, Krissy and Amy haven't hooked up yet because they're prudes. And I'm like, bitch, I'm going to get a plane ticket.
It's because we're poor.
Yeah, it's because we're poor, Devin. Jeez. But yeah. I would love to come to the UK. I would love to check out parts of Europe and stuff. It sounds awesome.
Just to go and see Devon in London would cost me like 300 quid, which is a lot of money. Like,
yeah, I realized how strong the pound is in comparison to Canadian dollar. Our Canadian dollar fucking sucks right now. It's like 60 cents. 1 Canadian dollar is like 69 American cents. It's crazy.
All right.
Like, usually what happens is when the dollar's good, people will cross the border. I'd say that you're probably
about the same as us then, no? Because
no, we're worse, much worse.
A little bit more than us.
No, we're not more than you. The pound is definitely. Let's take a look here. Let's do a little bit of research, shall we?
A little bit of research.
Just a little bit. I try with the English accent. You can tell it's bullshit. Let's see. Pound versus Canadian dollar. You have to put Canadian dollar because if you just put dollar, it's so 1 British pound is $1.67 Canadian.
So yeah.
And one US dollar is $1.29 Canadian, which means it's like 1 Canadian dollar and let's see, US dollars.
No, dollars and pounds aren't that far apart.
No. What's that? Is that you? Is that the cat?
That isn't even the cat that lives here.
No, that's a fucking cat doing that?
Oh, the banging? No, that's next door. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah.
I was like, Krissy, is that you? It sounds really close. No, you banging your leg against the table.
Should I tell him to shut up? Lean out the window. Oh, fucking shut up. I don't even live here, but shut up.
Where's your friend at? Just hanging out there?
He's gone to his grandfather's.
Aw, that's cool. You can hang out at your friend's place while he's not there.
Yeah, well, I grew up with him, so he's more like a cousin or a brother or something. Like, yeah. He's like my brother's friend, really. Yeah.
Did you used to smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, I still do
Yeah.
occasionally. I'm naughty like that.
Oh, Krissy, you and me are so similar. It's fucking insane, man.
Say if like say it's a morning and I know that it's going to be a rough day, I'll either have a bong or a fag.
Yeah. I don't buy them anymore. The only time I find that I smoke a cigarette, if I do, is if I'm drinking. I don't feel good about it, so I don't need to hear anybody giving me shit. We know it's disgusting. We get it. That's
See,
what this is for.
we smoke tobacco in our bongs, which you probably find
Whoa.
really strange. Yeah, so we don't have a
That's
gauze, like we don't have a gauze, so you don't put like the gauze and then the weed in. You just like put a bit of backy and then the weed in, and then it falls through the chute. So our bongs are dirty and stinky as fuck, like like disgusting. Like
I remember, I think you said over the weekend, like, Amy, my bong is way worse than yours because I was like, oh, my bong's dirty.
No, it's way worse.
I know a lot of people who smoke spliffs. So that's what you do. You mix your tobacco in with your marijuana.
Yeah. So you put like you'll roll up a little lump, and then you'll put that down the hole, and then you'll put the weed on it, and then you'll burn it, and it will fall through rather than
I gotcha.
emptying the gauze out.
Yeah, that gets you so fucked up though, don't you get really lightheaded?
No.
No? Oh my gosh, I do.
14.
You know what's crazy? It's like I can definitely had a what?
A bucket.
No. What's that?
Bucket, a literal bucket, and then you get like a 2 liter bottle of pop, and you cut the top around
like a gravity bong.
Yeah, and then
Yes. Oh my God, Krissy, the one time. Yes, they sure do. Oh my God. When you pull the smoke and you like push it in to your lungs and you have no choice.
And it's pure fucking G.
Oh, me too. And then I cough for so long.
My friend's cat used to drink out of the bucket. So funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, really? Can you actually get a high drinking that?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh.
We used to have house parties in his house every weekend, so I'm pretty sure his cat had taken all sorts of shit because it was like all over the floor and like
Oh no.
You used to see
I hate bong water.
Floor, like nibbling little bits of chemicals. You're like, oh no.
Oh, I can't stand bong water. When I have to spill it, I have to make sure the hot water is turned right on and I dump it in the sink because that smell is just like.
Oh, I put it in the toilet. I put the bong water right in the toilet.
Oh, yo, that's smarter. I should do that while it's flushing. Oh, that's smarter. There you go. See, this is why you got to talk to different people so you get different ideas of how to empty your bong. They have this really cool stuff that I was supposed to get from the bong store when I went the other day, but I totally forgot. It's like a purple, I mean, it smells like Windex, but you basically pour it in and you shake up the bong and you leave it there for about 10 minutes. And then it just totally like brand new pulls everything off the inside of the bong and cleans it. So and you can reuse it a couple of times, but it's like blackened.
Yeah, I just chuck it. I just buy a new one.
Yeah, that's kind of what I started doing for a while.
They're like 15 quid, aren't they? It's like
do. So it's 4:35. That's my wake up alarm. So 10 more minutes.
Oh, baby.
I know. I don't want to go. I just want to hang out with you all day. I could totally do that. You know what? Talking to you and like when I talk to people, I want to hang out with them. I want to go.
I wish we could squidge.
I know. Me too. So hard, Krissy. I would totally come over. We can go for a run on the beach, and then we can, and then we can hang out and then tan a little bit. I saw some of your pictures just laying outside on the beach. I was like, shit, Krissy's my spirit animal. We're so similar. It's so crazy.
I used to live there. I'm not even joking. So we used to like set up a camp in the summer and just not really go anywhere.
I love it. I love the beach. I used to take my book, roll a few joints, and just go to the beach and sit there on a blanket and read my book in the hot sun and smoke. And it was so nice. I spent a lot of time.
We had like love riots here. And they used to set up big tents, and like people used to come and DJ, and you just like set up all your tents around the big tent. Yeah, and everybody just used to get mashed and stay there the night. I miss that shit.
That sounds awesome. I love that. I love camping. Do you like camping?
I love camping.
Oh
I just like being out with groups of people and not having any responsibility. Like, no one's got to drive. It's just like everybody's going to get as messy as possible. And yeah, good time.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. I love not caring. It's a really nice break from having to just adhere to structure, you know. Oh, I work 8 to 4. Oh, I got to go to the gym for 2 hours later after that. I'm pretty structured. I don't think I'd be pretty fucked if I wasn't. I wouldn't ever get anything done.
Me too. I still don't get anything done, and my life is structured.
Yeah. I'm kind of a wild card too. Sometimes if I don't feel like doing something, I fucking don't.
No, I'm not doing it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll get home from work and boyfriend will be starving hungry, and I'll be like, nah.
Oh man, one
you
thing
know where
that
the kitchen is, man.
yeah, go do it yourself. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I just got totally distracted by something Will said. Girls say they read and you find out it's all fiction. Man, I'm the opposite. I am like all nonfiction. All my reading is nonfiction. All I have is like science books, psychology books, like I don't know, man. Real life fascinates me. It's so fucked up, and like real life is way more fucked up than fiction. Fiction, you expect shit to be fucked up because you can just fuck shit up. But real life is so wild.
Half the fiction isn't really fiction, is it? I mean, it probably could be applied to someone's real life easily, you know?
Exactly. The only thing that's really, I guess, fictional about fiction is anything magical or beyond. But other than that, it's mainly about, you know, human interactions and the situations that human beings find themselves in, or sentient beings find themselves in, if you want to say it that way. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Reality is weird to me, man. It fascinates me. There's a little.
I love owning books, but when it comes to moving house, fuck owning books. Like, they're so heavy. It's like the worst bit.
You know what I did? My last move was super fucking easy. I did it in 3 boxes, and I lived 5 minutes away from here. And my friend lent me his car, and I filled up 3 boxes, drove that shit here, dumped it all in the living room, went back, and I did that like 10 or 15 times so that all my friends who were helping me move just had to help me move the big stuff. But fuck, books are really hard to move because I've probably got like a good 50 or 60 of them. Plus I got like a big stack of Scientific Americans and like, you know, all this other kind of shit. And like I have to show you this huge book I have. So like shit like this. Chronicles of the 20th.
Moving that shit. God.
Yeah, it's fucking really annoying because if you stick one of these in a box, what's gonna happen? Oh, the box bottom is gonna come right the fuck out. That's what's gonna happen. And then all the other shit you have in there, yeah, good fucking luck. You ain't getting that. You should pick
I got a big book like that about war.
What?
God.
I love war books, I tell you. I gotta tell you, I love the war books. This is really crazy. This is like a huge compendium of like all the cool shit that happened. What is the month right now? We're in July, right?
Yeah.
July 9th. What was happening in July 1919? February, April, June.
Why 1990?
I don't know. 1919. Just because, I don't know. I just opened it here. I don't even. Suzanne Langland wins at Wimbledon. Intern Germans scuttle their ships. June 21st. The hoisting of a red flag at noon today signaled to German officers and sailors aboard their intern ships at Scapa Flow to sink their vessels. All the big ships, battleships, and battlecruisers, except the Baden, were scuttled quietly by pulling the seacocks. Ooh, what's a seacock? The British guard ships fired on the Germans when they discovered what had happened. The German crews jumped overboard were took to lifeboats and went ashore, where they were captured by the Admiralty. Some Germans refused to give up and were killed by the angry, surprised Britons. Oh my God.
We'll just kill them. Kill
exactly.
Them. We don't want to deal with this.
This is a British temperament.
Done with it.
Okay.
Who are these strangers? Kill them.
What else is happening, man? This is a cool book. Sometimes when I'm bored, I go through this shit. So I have this. I have like this the Human Brain Encyclopedia. I have the Encyclopedia of Astronomy. And if I'm bored, I'll just look through this stuff, and because I can just open up at random points in it, and I don't have to go through it linearly. So it's kind of fun to just, randomly look through shit. When I'm high, I need to be distracted sometimes. So that's what I do. Iraq coup kills king, prince, and premier. Eisenhower sends 5,000 troops to Beirut. Like, holy shit, man. Some of these planes, too. Things looked so weird back in the day, Krissy. Like, planes, this plane that I'm looking at, it has, like, a painting of teeth on it.
Spitfire?
Maybe that's what it is. Let's see.
I live near a military airbase.
See that?
Yeah,
Look at the teeth on it.
I don't know what it is, though.
It's a plane of some sort. It's a bird. It's a plane. Exactly.
It's fucking Superman. What are you on about?
Oh my God. You know what I want to do? I'm actually really dorky. Like, I would love to like hang out and a little too close for comfort there, guys. Love to hang out and like go through shit like this and talk about it, because I can't retain very much information. So like, this is why boys are useful in this area, because boys like war and boys like all this kind of shit. And I'm like, oh my God, do you know stuff? Just talk to me about it. Talk to me. I want to hear.
Do you ever get those days where like everything seems to be like at the forefront of your mind and you can access anything, and you just like, but you'll never stream on those days.
No, of course not.
And you can be like, you'll be talking to someone, you'll be like pulling random things from history, different things that connect, and you're just like, I'm so on the fucking ball today.
I know.
I'm looking at you like, why are you so smart? And I'm like, I'm not even that smart. And you talked to me yesterday, you would have been like, you dumb shit. Like, just different days, man.
Yeah, exactly. Different days. Your brain works better some days than others, and whatever, that's okay. Yeah, I refer to guys as boys, not to be rude, but I just think it's cute. I mean, they call us girls. Boys, we love boys.
I love doing it to their faces as well. Like, you're such a cute boy. And they'll be like, oh, man.
Or they get mad if you call them cute. Cute means ugly. I'm
what?
Like,
how can cute mean ugly? That's so fucking contradictory.
That's so funny, because like, if you say, oh yeah, I thought he was cute, I guess in a sense that does kind of mean you're not interested. He's not cute enough.
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
If I give you a compliment, then I mean it. Like,
yeah, me too, because I don't just compliment everybody, but I'm a ruthless complimenter. I really like to highlight people's positive attributes as much as I can. But if you're being a douche, I'm gonna tell you, or if you could fix something, I'm gonna tell you. And you know what? That's because please tell me too, right? Oh, you hear that?
See, I'm a twat. I won't even tell you. Well, if I like you, I will. But if I just met you and you're a bit of an idiot, I'll just kind of like look at you like,
oh wow, goodness, what's happening
you're
here?
dumb
Sorry
shit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really crazy because in my situation, because yeah, me too. Because I'm super complimenty and I laugh at everything and find a lot of things funny, people think I'm faking it. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, this girl can't be this nice, or you don't find everything funny. Yes, I do. I'm a very simple-minded person. Everything fucking amuses me. Like, that's just how I am. So if I'm not laughing at you, if you're not funny, I will not laugh at you. I just won't. Or if you say something that isn't funny, I won't laugh. I was talking about this the other day about how guys will like overreact to like when their girlfriends say something to make them feel like they're funny, and I'm just like, what? This isn't funny. And I'm not a hater or anything. Like I I try to get along. Like, I have a problem with girls, right? Like, this is something we talked about. I don't get along with girls right away. It takes me a while unless I find a girl who's very much like me and open and like and cool and just okay being weird and awkward. I get along with the best. And if you're not willing to be awkward and weird, you're kind of just whatever. I don't know. Do you care? Because you don't care what people think of you. I personally don't either. I mean,
I'm past it. I don't actually ever think I did care that much. I was never like one of the popular kids or anything, and I never strived to be one of the popular kids or anything.
yeah.
I always had my little clique. That was always enough for me.
Amy is uncivilized and boring. Oh, please, V. Your words don't hurt me. I'm definitely not boring. I'm a lot of things, okay? But I'm not boring. And you haven't hung out with me. If you did, we'd have a fucking blast.
I'm one of those people. But in real life, it's so much better.
Yeah, exactly. We would have so much fun, Krissy. Now I'm just like, I must find a way to get to the UK. Spend a couple days. It'd be really cool to do a meetup somewhere for all of us people to just get together and have a beer. I would quite like that.
My brother made friends with people over the net. Obviously, everybody does. And some of them came to his wedding, which was really sweet. Like, got to meet them all for the first time, like in person at his wedding, which was.
Aww, I like that.
It was sweet. One of his friends, man, he was a fucking giant. I swear. Like, houses in Cornwall are quite small.
Yeah.
He was like this all the time.
That's me in most places, Krissy. Like, whenever I go somewhere, if I'm meeting people and they're really like they're all bigger than me, I'm just like, hi. Actually, I'm short, but I'm really fucking loud. I'm like, hey guys, what's up? My name is Amy. What's your name? It just freaks people out. I have to. I can't even help it. Even my whisper carries, you know what I mean? I cannot help it. I'm just a loud person. I need to make my presence known. Hey, everybody, I'm here. I don't know. My alarm is going off over there. I guess I should we just like talk to the chat a bit and say hi, and then I'm going to get off and go. Okie dokes. Yeah. Let's take a look here, guys. It's a dick party up in the wench special. I made a picture from. I should show you if I can show you on the screen. That I'm going to use as the thumbnail for this. So, you might not be able to see it, but I had to make it wider because they were square pictures, right?
Yeah.
The ones you sent me, but I loved them because I love these kind of things. You've seen me make these kind of things too. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe she made this. Every time she does something, I'm like, Krissy, stop making me like you so much. It sucks being far away from you. I want to hang out.
Oh, you're too sweet, Amy. You're too sweet.
I'm such a personal person, man. I like to get to know you. I'm old fashioned, you know? I said that to one of my cab drivers once. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit in the front seat with you because I'm old-fashioned and I like to talk.
Your leg.
Yeah.
Make it weird and awkward.
Yeah. They get weirded out just from that. Okay. Just from sitting in the front seat. They're kind of like, okay, a girl wants to sit in the front seat. This is really fucking weird. And then like by the time I got home, he looked at me. He was like an old brown guy and he's like, don't ever not be old-fashioned. I'm like, don't worry. I love talking too much. I'll always talk to people. It's cool like to get to know people and like know their stories and shit. I have a lot of stories to tell, and if I want people to listen to my shit, I gotta listen to their shit too. It's only fair, right?
Are people really friendly where you are? Like, do people talk to you at the bus stop? Like random people? Like, do people say hello when you're walking by?
Not always. Some people are intimidated by me. Like I've been told that I have a really bitchy face. So, I mean, if I'm just out, maybe not. But I have been like randomly asked questions, and from there, people will start talking to me. They're like, "Oh, what's the time?" or "When's the bus coming?" And then they'll start a conversation. But no, I don't get approached too much.
Oh, it's quite the culture down here. Like I've had many train boyfriends.
Yeah.
So guys I meet on the train on a regular.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, people were really friendly here. Like you walk
That's
down
really
the road
nice.
and people will be like, "Good morning."
Oh, I love that. Oh, I definitely am a good morning person. My old people at my job used to hate me because I used to start at 5, and there were like 6 or 7 of us that started at 5 a.m. and I'd walk in with my coffee. Good morning, everybody. I'm a morning person. I like waking up in the morning.
Like, shut up, Amy.
Exactly. Everybody. Amy, shut the fuck up. I haven't even had my coffee yet. I don't care for your happiness. Someone said that to me in the morning. I don't care for your smiles and happiness this morning. I've had a rough night. I'm like, why the fuck is that my problem, you grumpy bitch? It's not my problem.
See, I go into work and I'm like, just shut the fuck up, Ricky. Shut the fuck up, Carl. Don't even fucking look at me, Dave. Like, they're gonna love that if they see this.
I think I'm the shit disturber, and I like disturbing shit. So when people get angry at my niceness, it just makes me laugh. I'm like, oh my God, come on. Lighten up. Just say good morning and put your head back down and you're good. No one's asking you to have a conversation with me, you fuck.
See, our cleaning manager's a lesbian, and I like to wind her up quite a bit. Like, I'll be like, no, Jackie, no. Like,
so you're a brat. You're a brat.
Hey, Jackie. Stop it.
Oh my God, I love that. Yeah, you gotta fuck with people, man. Life's too short.
Definitely, definitely. And she's
so
like 10 years older than me as well, which makes it even more fun. Like the older they are, the more I like to drag them in. I'm like,
yes, I know. Me too. I'm such a big kid. And I'm like, you need to lighten up, yo. I think it's time to lighten up. You're too grumpy. Come on. Hey, why you so grumpy? That's what I do. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have to go and get ready for work now. But I mean, not surprisingly, it was a great conversation once again.
It was.
I can't believe I showed my face.
The better I feel.
Yeah? Good. We can do this as much as you like.
I showed my face, actually.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah. I feel like communication's easier when you can see the other person.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was wondering about that. I'm like, I wonder if she'd be willing to turn on her camera. Because even I'm not most of the time, you know. I'm... that better end up in
There's one for the boners.
Boner. Oh my God, we're such freaks. We're freaks. Let your freak flag fly, people. Be yourselves. Stop being so Stop being so afraid to be weird. Just be weird. It's so liberating. It feels so good. It's fun being messy sometimes. Life is messy. Sometimes you got to roll with it. Roll with the punches. Don't let the punches roll you. That's so Confucius. Look at my hair now.
Sex ped.
Krissy, I really don't want to go. That's what I'm doing. I'm stalling.
Good work, Amy. Go earn some money, bitch.
Okay, fine. Well, I love you. And big kiss. And big kisses to everybody who came. Thanks, Dick Party. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.